Okay, yes, video. It's about Storm. I was supposed to make this many, many months ago. I recorded all the clips, and I even recorded the intro, and I didn't edit it, and that's because I was working on this excuse. Did want to note that in the patch notes that are going live in a couple hours, this is a thing, and I didn't have that when I was recording. Yeah. And also whatever this is. Yeah, okay. There you go. That's all I got. Alright, I'm finally getting around to the Storm Rage versus Brilliant Destruction versus Brilliant Judgement video. So, yeah, it's gonna be a long one, so, you know, I'm gonna use timestamps, so if you want, you can use them, or you can also not, because I might need view time. I don't actually know if I do. Yeah, okay, so I'm just gonna say how I'm gonna structure the video. So it's gonna be the intro first, duh, and then after that I'm gonna go through rotations, and then the first minute and a half of Mephisto 89 for all 3 CTPs, then GBR solos, then I'm going to do the full ABL clips, but I'm gonna do it on double speed, and then at the end I'm gonna go and do like a discussion on like times and scores and CTP recommendations and whatever. So if you want to skip everything, go there, or, you know, please don't. Yeah, okay. So, to preface, I gotta say that, I don't like ABL, or I just don't like ABX and ABL in general, and so I'm not that great at it, so naturally the, like, gameplay for those could be improved. When I was doing my runs with Rage and Brilliant Destruction, I've, like, now had a lot of practice with her, so those are gonna be a lot better than the ones with Brilliant Judgement, because I did that, like, 3 or 4 months ago now at this point. And then because I did 3 or 4 months ago for Brilliant Judgement, I did only have 22 Pierce back then. So, I mean, that'll slightly sway the results, but I don't think it'll be that significant, because you can still see which one's gonna be clearly better and whatever. And then because I wanted to get this video out now, and the CTP discount was only for a limited amount of time, the ABL is going to be slightly different, because I think for one of them, the Brilliant Judgement, I was using Psych Marvel Now, and then the closest on the day that I did the rest was Kitty Lead. Polaris is still the best, but that's the closest I could get it. So yeah, okay, rotations are next. Right, I lied, I do need to go over her build. So 8 6-star Energy Attacker and 6 Odin's Blessings. All skills are level 10, except for when I was doing the Mephisto, I did Groot of the Striker because I wanted the heals. GBR, I think they were all Thor, and then ABL, I think one of the times she needed cancels, and so it should be all level 5. I mean, it'll be, I think, different strikers, but point being, it's all level 5, so it's equal enough. Type is rank 5, stage 12 overdrive. Order with the 4-star artifact at +5, so all elemental damage is pretty good. CTP's Rage was with the regular Rage at the 0.9 and 60%. The Destruction was not that one. This one, 200, so it could go up to the 250 proc at the bottom, but wasn't perfectly rolled. And then Judgment, same thing, perfectly rolled at the top, I think? Yeah, 40%, okay. And then 200 at the bottom, again, could go up to 240. And yeah, Mythic Uniform. So, rotations. So, overall, first skill, I normally let it play out, because it's got the good movement. Second skill, you can cancel when the little ice spikes form. Third, you can cancel once she puts her hand up. Fifth, you can cancel instantly. And then fourth, you'll let that play out most of the time, but you can cancel it once she, like, starts shooting the lightning down. It doesn't, like, if you cancel it, then it doesn't retarget, and it's always going to shoot at that little angle. But it's actually nice for canceling into 6 when you don't have a regular proc. Okay, so Rage. Oh, I'm gonna put all these in the description because I'm gonna mess up saying them. But Rage, 3 into 2 into 5 into 4. Let it play out. And then 1. You can sometimes spam the second in a little bit more frequently, and I like to do that. And then when you have the 6 available, it's just 3 into 2 into 5 into 4, and then you cancel the 4 after the lightning happens into 6. And then you can cancel the 6 right then once you like start shooting the ground with all the lightning, and then you can cancel that into 1. 7th skill, I do it whenever. And yep, that's all my notes for her. Okay, Brilliant Destruction. So 3, 2, instant cancel it. 5, instant cancel into 4. And then 1. You need the 2, I think, for the little bit of extra tier 3 charge, so you can get it every other, like, smoothly. Then you're gonna go run around to charge the strike, and then same thing, 3, 5, 4, instant cancel the 4 this time into 6. And then that's when you're gonna pop the 7th skill. So, yep, 7th skill for this is actually, like, not, I don't spam it, it just because it's delayed, like, when you press it, it doesn't always activate. That's what I'm trying to say. And so I don't want to miss a proc, so I just do it after I hit the 6, which does mean that I'm only getting it every other rotation. But all of her damage is on the 6 anyway, so yeah. And then after the 6, because of the lingering damage, I just do 2, 3, 5, 4, and then I hope to God that it actually lands on the proc with the residual damage from the 6. I don't run around charging the strike for that either. Yep, okay, Brilliant Judgement, okay. So, I don't actually know if this is what I was doing in the Mephisto run. I'm pretty sure I was doing something at least very, very close. But so, 3 delay cancel into 1, and then 2 delay cancel, 5, 4 for the regular rotation. You do the 1 then to go and charge the, or finish charging the Type Amplification. Yeah, that's what it's called. Because you want like the full duration of it, so you do the 1 for the extra bit of movement. Great, okay, so 3, 1, 2, 5, 4, and then when you have the 6 available, you'll wait for the 4 lightning to start coming down, and then go into 6, and then you can go into 1 after she does that. Again, for that, I just spam the 7th skill, especially against Mephisto, because you need the heals. Yeah, and then after the 6th skill, when it has the residual damage, I just generally try and run around and try and charge the type proc again, and hope it doesn't reactivate on the residual damage, and then go back into 3, into 2, into 5, into 4. Yeah, okay, so now it's all the clips of Mephisto, and then GBR, then ABL, and then I'll talk at the end.
It's all about humanity. It's all about humanity. It's all about humanity. About humanity. It's all about humanity. About humanity. It's all about humanity.
choppers, better cut those risks. Hold one of my fists, we fire starters. Let's go. One out of a million will reach those heights. Always had a feeling that I won't deny that work. Never could toss. Look at my eyes, I'm on the rocks.
Alright, congrats on figuring out how timestamps work, or maybe watching the whole video, but I highly doubt that. So again, I just want to bring up the like small changes between all the clips. So Judgment had 22% Pierce and like 5% less energy attack on cards or something, which is mostly insignificant. For ABL, I used Kitty Lead for Rage and Destruction, which is 55%, versus Brilliant Judgment got Psych Marvel Now, which is only 50%, so again, that's a tiny, tiny difference. Even smaller of a difference, again, for ABL, I did Deadpool for the Brilliant Judgment Striker skill for the cancel, and then I did Marvel Girl Jean for Rage and Destruction, so those are both going to be level 5, so, and neither of them are actually going to do damage. And I had way more practice for Rage and Destruction, which is going to be a little bit evident right now, but yeah. So, Mephisto, after 1.5 minutes had passed, like right when the clock hit 3:30, Rage had 19 bars left, Brilliant Destruction only had 9, and Judgment, as I said, I was horrible with, so 20.5 bars left. But I do have like the full clips of all of them. So Brilliant Destruction finished in 2 minutes and 37 seconds. Brilliant Judgment finished in 4 minutes and 14 seconds. And Rage didn't finish and had 3.5 bars left. So even though it was garbage in the second phase with Judge, it's still way better than Rage for Mephisto. GBR, Rage took 2 minutes and 9 seconds for Type Advantage single player solo, and that was doing what, Ancient 1 and Valkyrie with like a 3 or 4 star artifact with no insight at all. And all of these had DP as a striker. So yeah, Rage 2 minutes and 9 seconds left. Brilliant Destruction, or not left, taken. Brilliant Destruction 1 minute 57 seconds. Brilliant Judge 2 minutes 42. And then for ABL, all of the scores would be higher if I used like an actual tier 4 striker or Polaris, because she works. Rage 6.6 million, Brilliant Destruction 5.3, Judge was literally what, like 1,000 shy of 5 million, so I'm gonna call it 5 million. So ultimately for Mephisto, or any world boss except Gore and Jean, I presume, Brilliant Destruction is going to be way better than Brilliant Judgment, which was going to be a bit better than Rage. Again, for Gore and Jean, it'll probably be Brilliant Destruction then Rage than Brilliant Judgment. GBR, Brilliant Destruction is very slightly better, or pretty much equal to a regular Rage, which is way better than a Brilliant Judgment. ABL, Rage sweeps everything, and Brilliant Destruction and Brilliant Judgment are pretty close. So, the ultimate results, which aren't surprising anybody, give it Rage for ABL, Brilliant Destruction for pretty much anything else. Brilliant Judgment is horrible on her, and if you're gonna do like a mix of PvE, give her a Rage, just like almost everybody already has on her if you've tier 4'd her. Anyway, yeah, that's the whole video.